Jenny Malone, Chapter 2. You know what you want better than me, George. I don't know what you expect to find out there except a larger audience for your 2 shows a day of suffering. I know I'm not as smart as you. Maybe I can't analyze and theorize and speculate on why we behave as we do and suffer guilt and love and hate. You read all those books, not me. But there is one thing I do know. I know how I feel. I know I can stand here watching you try to destroy everything I've ever wanted in my life, wanting to smash your face with my fist because you won't even make the slightest effort to opt for happiness. And still know that I love you. It's the one place I get all my strength from. You mean so much to me that I am willing to take all your abuse and insults and insensitivity because that's what you need to do to prove that I'm not going to leave you. I can't promise that I'm not going to die, George. That's asking too much. So if you want to test me, go ahead and test me. You want to leave? Leave. But I'm not the one that's going to walk away. I can take it for today, and I can take it for next week. Next month, I may be a little shaky. But I'll tell you something, George. No matter what you say about me, I feel so good about myself. Better than I felt when I ran from Cleveland and was frightened to death in New York, and better than I felt when Gus was coming home at 2 o'clock in the morning just to change his clothes, and better than I felt when I thought there was no one else in the world out there for me, and better than I felt the night before we got married and I thought I wasn't good enough for you. Well, I am. I'm wonderful. I'm nuts about me. And if you're stupid enough to throw someone sensational like me aside, then you don't deserve as good as you've got. I am sick and tired of running from people and places and relationships. And don't you tell me what I want, because I'll tell you what I want. I want a home, and I want a family, and I want a career too, and I want a dog, and I want a cat, and I want 3 goldfish. I want everything. There's no harm in wanting it because there's not a chance in hell you're going to get it all anyway. But if you don't want it, you've got even less chance than that. Everyone's out there looking for easy answers, George. And if you don't find it at home, hop into another bed and maybe you'll come up lucky. Maybe. You'd be just as surprised at me and some of the maybes I've seen out there lately. Well, none of that for me. You want me, you fight for me, because I'm fighting like hell for you. I think we're both worth it. Okay. Hair from the Vagina Monologues. You cannot love a vagina unless you love hair. Many people do not love hair. My first and only husband hated hair. He said it was cluttered and dirty. He made me shave my vagina. It looked puffy and exposed and like a little girl. This excited him. When he made love to me, my vagina felt the way a beard must feel. It felt good to rub it and painful, like scratching a mosquito bite. I refused to shave it again. Then my husband had an affair. When we went to marital therapy, he said he screwed around because I wouldn't please him sexually. The therapist had a German accent and gasped between sentences to show her empathy. She asked me why I didn't want to please my husband. I told her I thought it was weird. I felt little when my hair was gone down there, and I couldn't talk. I couldn't help talking in a baby voice, and the skin got irritated, and even calamine lotion wouldn't help it. She told me, marriage was a compromise. I asked her if shaving my vagina would keep him from screwing around. I asked her if she had many clients like this before. She said, "Questions diluted the process. I needed to jump in." She was sure it was a good beginning. This time, when we got home, he got to shave my vagina. It was like a therapy bonus prize. He clipped it a few times, and there was a little blood in the bathtub. He didn't even notice it because he was so happy shaving me. Then later, when my husband was pressing against me, I could feel his spiky sharpness sticking into me. My naked, puffy vagina. There was no protection. There was no fluff. I realized then that hair is there for a reason. It's the leaf around the flower, the lawn around the house. You have to love hair in order to love the vagina. You can't pick the parts you want. And besides, my husband never stops screwing around. So